space. This is your host, Cosmo Lord, and today we're gonna take a look about new cards that were released in the last few days about Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, OCG, especially for Age of Overlord. And today we have a reveal of a new Labyrinth card, and I knew this card was going to be released soon enough because this card is presented in the art of Big Welcome Labyrinth. It's this serpent that we see here. We're missing one, so Labyrinth will receive more support in the coming future. I don't know when, but yeah, Labyrinth is a deck that many people love, other people hate it. I'm one that actually like the design of the card. The gameplay wise, I feel it's unique, it's different because it's actually a stun deck, but most of the cards that you usually go for are monsters, so it's like a semi big down mixed with control cards. So it's really cool and it's a cool gimmick. And then we have this girl right here. This girl says as follow. It's a level 6 Dart Fiend monster. Look, the attack status not that great, the defense status is really good. You can only use the first and second effect of this card name on each on spare turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can send this card from your grave for your hand or field to the graveyard. From your hand, either special summon one labyrinth monster or set one normal trap that it can be activated this turn. So you set quickly a trap card that you can activate right away from your hand, or you can just special summon one labyrinth monster you had. This is a quick effect, by the way, in the main phase. It doesn't mean that it has to be your main phase. So in your opponent's turn, you can have a card in your hand. Maybe you didn't want to set that card because you fear of any hard back row remover like Harprefer, Duster, or Lightning Storm. Then you can activate this effect, set the trap card, and it's ready to activate whatever you want to. And the second effect sets as follow: when your opponent activates a card or an effect, in response to the activation of a Labyrinth card or an effect, except Aries the Labyrinth Birder, or of a normal trap card or effect, and this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon it. Okay, so you're telling me that this card can be discarded right away. It's a special summon or a set, so it gives you the ability to play around on certain cards and being able to have the ability to special summon the monster in your hand, the big ones, really fast. And then you're telling me that you can special summon this card really easily, so you can have a really big monster in defense. Um, I actually like this card. I feel that this card design is really good. I don't think it's the most broken card ever, so I feel it's correct because the deck is really good. So with this addition, the deck became, of course, more viable. I mean, this deck it doesn't improve a lot, but it helps a lot the deck in the way that now it has the ability to recursion more monster from your graveyard and be able to play around specifically cards that break boards in terms of back row removal. Um, guys, I feel like if we get in this support for Labyrinth, I feel we're gonna have another runic support, maybe not that great, and but I really feel that Bayland needs a really powerful support. I mean, we have Bayland support across all the last sets. We had a really good fusion, bad in Photon Hypernova. We will receive a new drop card now in the Nexus for TCG, and OCG is already out. But the deck keeps struggling. The deck is really bad actually. It's one of the worst decks in the game right now, and even through the fact that it's receiving support to across all the sets, and you can see that people don't actually care that much about the dead. Maybe that can be a downside of Konami to doesn't release good cards for the dead, but I feel it's not good that you release a deck like this in a product and the deck didn't do anything at all. I think they will give Balin a powerful support in Age of Overall. I do feel like it will happen. How can they fix the archetype? I don't have an answer. I feel the archetype as a structure is very vulnerable to a lot of teams. So I don't know how they can improve that on that, but it needs to be at least competitive enough to feel like it's in part in the same booster set as Labyrinth and as Runic. So yeah, hope Konami release a good support for the archetype. Then we following with okay, this card right here, HP Leader Knight, is one of the best card ever released for the game. I mean, you can read this card. You keep reading that card, and it's insane. This card is insane. It's really powerful. It's really broken. I don't know where they're going with this. There's a power creep so freaking powerful for Link 2 that it's absurd and it's really easy to make. This card will be really expensive, like $100 or something like that, $80. I don't see less than that. We will read that card. Link 2, Dark Water Link, Effect Monster. He has good attack status. It has links to the left and right. It needs to effect monster. And now we'll get into the point. Um, Easy to make, and the effects they're they're insane. Let's read the first one. If this card is link summon using fusion, synchro, or N or link monster as material, most likely you will use a link monster, link one or something like that. You can target one card on field or in the graveyard, banish it. Also, your opponent, your monster cannot attack directly this turn. So I have the ability to remove any card that's being a threat to me in the field of the opponent or the graveyard. Just like that. In the second effect, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can target two face-up monsters on the field, including at least one monster you control. Banish both until the end phase. This is when this card becomes insane. So you're telling me that I can banish even monster from my side of the field. So I can banish, an example, I negate with Baron. Then my Baron will be destroyed by something, I don't know. I can quick effect, activate this to sage to save Baron for that effect, maybe a Raigeki, I don't know. And I can banish this card as well. So the next turn I can special summon my Baron again. Since it leaves the field, now it reset her effect so she can negate again. And then I will have my little knight in whatever I want to. So since it's left and right, his link arrows, I can put it in the center of the field, and now I have the ability to go for more links to each of the size of her arrow. So it's really powerful monster. It's insane the power creep to IP Masquerena, and I feel that now after this card being released, expect to have more powerful link monsters because the power creep is going insane for the game. This card is amazing. I love it, and this will be the selling point of Edge of the Overlord. I don't have any doubts about the potential of this card. It's amazing. And then we have quite an amazing card for me. It's Darkhold Dragon. Yeah, you're right, Darkhold. So this card says as follow: it's level 8. It got good attack, 3000, and if a monster is on the field is destroyed by card effect that did not target, so Raigeki, Darkhold, Lightning Storm, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. If it was there when the monster was destroyed or hand, if possible, even if not. If this card is special summon, you can add one Darkhold for your deck to your hand during the end phase of this turn, and third effect card cannot be destroyed by card effects. So guys, let me tell you by this. This card broken? No, it's not. But this card is the the confirmation that Konami is trying to push forward the classic cards. I mean, we already had a monster like Manticore that can search Fissure or Smashing Ground, and now we have a monster that can search Darkhold. I mean, and with the release of Master Duel, even the old good cards has good animation. So Konami knew no what are the cards that are really integrate of the game. Darkhold is one of them. It's one of the first cards being released. It's one of the most powerful in terms of the effect. Her effect has been good over time. I mean, it's not that great as Raigeki, of course, but maybe sometimes it can be better than Raigeki since there's decks that want you to destroy your own monster, like dinosaurs, like Cosmo. So the arrow can be Fire Kings, can be really, really good. And maybe this could be a potential good card for Fire Kings. Level A, you can make the Synchro with this, Link, sorry, with this. Can be special summon, cannot be destroyed by card effect. So wherever Fire King monster came back, this card will be here. It doesn't matter if they blow all the field. He has good attacks, status. He can add that whole. I don't know. I feel this card is not that bad at all in some decks. And yeah, hope that Konami keeps releasing cards that support previously old cards, and to make things more. I don't know. Uh, Engaging and feel that there's a connection and the past is not forgiven. We have the past there. Konami knows what make Yu-Gi-Oh an amazing game, and it's because of those old cards like the Magician, the Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Dark Horageki, Harperfeld Duster. People remember all those cards we love. So hope that someday we can see a potential comeback of cards like Pot of Three. Maybe never, we'll never see. But maybe I don't know. Maybe a new Rata. I don't know. I don't know how to they can bring Pot of Three. Pre is so broken. But that's the past. It's there to have fun with it, and maybe Grateful Charity came back. I don't know. All those cards are so broken, so maybe not. Maybe we're fine like this. Darkhold is good, and he has a new boss monster. So guys, tell me what you think about this support for Age of Overlord. I think Age of Overlord. When it first released, I was not expecting a great set because I didn't like so much all the sexual. I mean the pendulum stuff that was released, the Sark, sorry, that's what the name I was looking for, the Sark archetype as a whole. But all the support lately has become really good, and FHH of the Overlord is shining through to be an amazing set. So tell me guys what you think in the comments below, share with your friends, subscribe to don't miss out any more of the content. Peace.